Thank you so much, Edmond. As you have rightly said, yes, we are coming live from the county 021, Murang'a County. And where I'm speaking right now, I'm actually at the sitting room of the county governor's residence, the official residence. And as you have rightly said, as you can see behind, there's an enumerator and the governor's wife, that is Mrs. Her Excellency Mrs. Jane Wa Iria, and her daughter. They are being enumerated. The exercise that which actually began today at 6, and the governor on the other side, you can see he's seated with his two other kids, and they're just waiting for their turn. As you can see there now, right now, the enumeration has really taken shape here in Murang'a. We spoke to the county commissioner, and he gave us his word that all is well here in Murang'a County. Now, I don't want to take so much time. I want to engage the governor himself just to tell me how the exercise, why he thinks it is so important for this county, and why him and his family have taken the slot and have decided to be counted. Bwana Governor, welcome to NTV. Karibu sana. Now, first of all, why is this exercise so important to the country and the people of Murang'a and Murang'a County?
Well, national census is a very important undertaking, because this is a process which feeds into the national planning framework in many ways, and especially in terms of the socio-economic planning of the nation, because you need information and you need to keep validating that information. So an actual census is a validation process, because it's very easy to track that information or get it from various sources, but then when you go to households and pick information directly, that information is clear, it's accurate, it's current, and it's validated. Also, this information is also important for the purpose of our electoral processes, because when you pick numbers are used in the process of defining electoral units like constituencies, like wards, and the rest. So it's so important that we get it right and we get it accurate. And I really want to urge the people of this country, the country at large, to take it very seriously. And because I think we are beyond the traditional time whereby people used to have to hold some beliefs against census that where human beings are not supposed to be enumerated. Those are funny, misplaced, old time and outdated beliefs, because you need information for accurate socio-economic planning. Yeah.
And maybe from what you have seen, I'm sure you have not yet been invited by the enumerator. Oh, you have been enumerated already?
Yes.
How is the exercise, according to your own words? Because maybe some people are feeling like it's taking too long.
Well, I think it's dialect, and it's simple, and there's no issue of taking long, because they're asking dialect questions. You don't have to think about them, because they're obvious questions. If you give obvious answers, then it moves and flows very easily, because you don't have to think unless you want to lie. Because, I mean, if they're asking a question, then it's either yes or no, and in most cases they're asking yes, no questions, and questions allowed numbers, which are general. So it's easy if you're not faking it. Information is power, and you need to collect information from various dimensions. I mean, you see, people might think that getting information is expensive, but then if you think that is the case, try working without information, and then that will then be disaster. So, and they're also validating about Huduma number. They're actually asking about Huduma number, but this is more detailed. What I've realized is that Huduma number was simple. It was you getting a number and using an ID to get a number. But this one is getting deeper into many varied variables which are likely to be more relevant in socio-economic planning. So I think they're somehow different, and that's why I believe we need both. And as I've said, if you think information is expensive, then try working without information, and then that will be disaster. So I think those are small talks here and there, but we need information, and also the whole issue of Huduma number. That process will be continuous. This is a one-off process within an interval of 10 years. So, and that's the fundamental difference between the Huduma number and the national census. Yes. And the other one was not, we were not counting people, we were registering. Here we are counting, and we are getting into deeper details. Yes.
You're among the governors from this region who have sponsored adverts and actually asking people to come back and be counted from where, maybe to come back home. You still hold that view?
Yes, and I'm not shying away from that. I hold the view, and that's why I did it, and I'm still saying it. If you are from Murang'a and you haven't been counted here, you still have an option to come and get counted here. Of course, this is the reference night, and I think mainly they will be referring the process to the night today. But what I meant is, you see, like in my county, for example, we are within the Nairobi metropolitan. So you find that there are very many people who spend a good proportion of their time in Murang'a, and they only go to Nairobi might be for work. Over the weekend they are here. Their children are here. And we give them services. They even come 2 times a week. So we are telling them, I mean, be counted here. We are within the metropolitan, and we also, the process even going forward is actually to decongest the center. So I'm not shying away from saying that. And also, census figures are important in the allocation of resources. And if you look at the formula, I mean, there is a weight which is given to the numbers, the number of people. And therefore, I am light. And as a governor, and I interact with resources. I want more resources. And there's no sense of asking for bursary from Murang'a County Office if you are not enumerated here. Because where would I get the bursary from? And there was no requisite allocation because your number does not feature here. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Governor, for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having time with NTV. Okay.
Thanks.
Edmond, that was the governor, and he's actually saying this process is very, very, very important, and is encouraging anybody who has not been enumerated to kindly do so. And he's saying that allocation of resources will be depending on these census. Back to you.